Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's an awesome time to be a gamer because this October we're having some amazing games coming out. This is your boy Mr. Tinga and welcome to the game releases of October 2016. I'm going to give you 5 games that caught my attention. This week on channel Mr. Tinga there's going to be a lot of gaming news, so stay tuned. Let's start with Mafia III. Mafia III is an upcoming action-adventure video game developed by Hangar 13 and published by 2K Games. It is the third installment in Mafia series and the debut title for Hangar 13. Set in 1968, a fictional recreation of New Orleans, the story revolves around Lincoln Clay, an orphan and a Vietnam War veteran who is on a quest to build a new crime organization to confront the Italian mob. Mafia III is getting released on Mac, PC, PS4 and Xbox One on October 7th. That's 6 years since the last Mafia game. I'm going to talk more about Mafia 3 on a separate video. Okay, so let's move on. Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1 is an upcoming first-person shooter video game developed by EA DICE and published by Electronic Arts. It's the 14th installment in the Battlefield franchise, the first main entry in the series since Battlefield 4, and the first World War I video game published by Electronic Arts since Wings of Glory in 1994. The game is scheduled to be released on PC, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One worldwide on October 21st, 2016. Let's move on. Civilization 6. Oh boy, I've been waiting for this one. It's been developed by Firaxis Games, published by 2K Games and distributed by Take-Two Interactive. The game is due to be released on October 21st, 2016 for PC and Linux. Development of Civilization 6 is being led by a team that produced an expansion for Civilization 5 and will include many of the gameplay mechanics introduced from those expansions. A critical design focus was to avoid having the player follow a preset path of improvements. Civilization 6 places more emphasis on the terrain by unstacking city improvements from the main city space and giving bonuses for placing improvements near certain terrains. Other new features include research on the game technology tree based on nearby terrain, a similar technology tree for cultural improvements, and a better government civic structure for those playing on a cultural victory path, and a new artificial intelligence mechanics for computer-controlled opponents that include secret goals and randomized engagement to disrupt an otherwise stable game. Civilization 6 will be available on October 21st. Let's move to the next game. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 is an upcoming Dragon Ball game developed by DIMS for PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC via Steam. The release date is confirmed to be October 25, 2016 for North America, as history is being attacked and altered by evil intruders. Players will have to become time patrollers in order to protect the past and the future of the Dragon Ball world. New and powerful foes coming from Dragon Ball movies, so yeah, can't wait. And the last game I want to address today is Titanfall 2. Titanfall 2 is an upcoming first-person shooter video game developed by Respawn Entertainment and published by Electronic Arts. A sequel to the first Titanfall, the game is scheduled to be released in October 2016 for PC, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Similar to the predecessor, the game is a first-person shooter in which player can control both the pilot and the Titan, mech-style exoskeletons. The pilot has an arsenal of abilities which enchant their efficiency during combat. These abilities include invincibility, cloaking, and parkour such as double jump, zip lining, and wall running with the use of jetpacks. These movements can be chained together in order to travel between locations quickly. The pace of parkour is significantly slower than its predecessor to ensure that the game is more accessible to the new players. Matches were described to be predictable, so the player can have sufficient time to react to its surroundings. The game introduced 7 new gameplay mechanics. A sliding mechanic, the Pulse Blade, which is a throwing knife that reveals the location of any nearby enemy. The Holo Pilot, a holographic pilot that mimics players, action to confuse enemies, and a grappling hook, which can be used to slingshot players to a building or any enemy it attaches to you. The game also features a progression system similar to the first game, but more weapons and weapon customization are included. When the player executes an enemy, the perspective automatically shifts to a third person. So yeah, let's hope that the Titanfall 2 will deliver an awesome experience and bring a lot of fun to our gaming community. Well, that's enough for today's episode of Game Releases. I hope that at least one of these games will get the spot for Game of the Year. But let's not forget, October has a lot more games to offer. And as I said, it's an awesome time to be a gamer. Just wanted to say thank you for watching and have a nice day.